Previously, I paid about $600 per year just on my mobile phone plan, which is, I think, an awful lot of money. But now I'm only paying on an annualized basis $204 per year since I switched to public mobile with only 250 megabytes. I know it's really not a lot of data, but I'll explain to you how it worked for me in this video today. Public mobile received pretty good ratings by bloggers, among others by this one here, whistleout.ca, which gave public mobile a 4.5 star rating out of 5 overall. The great thing about public mobile is that it allows you to bring your bill close to zero through their reward system. I'll also tell you the details later. So in this video, I'll be talking about whether or not I think it's worth switching to public mobile, how the reward system works that can bring your bill close to zero, how it's been working for me with much less data, and also how the switching process from my old phone provider to public mobile worked. Now I've been using public mobile for about 3 months, and overall I must say that I'm pretty happy with it. The best thing of all is my monthly bill. Now I only pay $15 plus HST 13%, which amounts to $16.95 per month, or per year approximately $204. So that savings of about $400 per year makes a big difference, especially in these times. Note that now many other providers also offer similar $15 packages, but oftentimes these are only available to new customers. Also, only public mobile has the reward system that can bring your bill down to $0 as far as I know. So what's included in that $15 package? First of all, 250 megabytes of data, also 100 minutes of Canada-wide talk, unlimited text messaging. It's at a 3G speed, by the way, but yes, there are other packages at 4G and 5G. And you also get those standard calling features such as call display, voicemail, call waiting, call forwarding, and so on. So what about the coverage, you might be wondering? Public mobile is running on TELUS's network. And so far, I must say that the connection, the coverage has been good. At least for me, it was sufficient. That's perhaps because I mostly use the internet within the core of Toronto. I don't really go to very remote areas, so I can't really compare that. And just to give you an overview of TELUS's coverage map, TELUS covers 28% of Canada by area, about the same as Bell and nearly 10% higher than Rogers. Now, do I think that using public mobile is worth it? For me, it is. From initially spending $600 with Koodo for 3 gigabytes to now about $200 per year for, just 250 megabytes, that's a huge difference of $400. So for me, having that 3 gigabyte to use outside of my home didn't give me as much value because, once in a while I would use social media and do some browsing, but it wasn't something that was really necessary. And now let's also talk about the reward system. This is what makes public mobile, I think, different than the other providers. So there are different ways to earn points on public mobile, and when you collect those points, you can redeem them for extra data, for example, an extra 250 megabytes, 500 megabytes, and so on. So how can you actually earn the points? Here are some ways to earn. Every 12 months that you stay with public mobile, you get 10 points. Then also for every $1 you spend on your bill, you'll make 5% of it back in points. And also, if you refer a friend to public mobile, then you earn 1 point for every month that friend stays with public mobile. And talking about referrals, if at this point you're interested in trying out public mobile, then you can use my referral link in the descriptions below. And yes, by doing that, I will be earning 1 point for every month that you stay with public mobile. And you'll also get a one-time $10 credit from public mobile. Okay, now to the important part. What can you actually do with those points? Let's say that you've accumulated 30 points from your anniversary, from paying your bill, from referring friends, etc. So for example, with 5 points, you can redeem 200 megabytes. So not 250 like I said earlier, but 200. If you have 25 points, you can get unlimited US talk and a 3 gigabyte data bundle for 15 days. Or you can also use 15 points toward a $15 bill credit. So if, for example, my bill is $15, let's just omit the taxes, and I have 15 points, I can just cancel it out and my bill will be $0. Isn't that great? And then there are a bunch of other ways that you can redeem points, primarily for data or call minutes. Now, one burning question you might have is, how did running on 250 megabytes work for me? To be honest, I was a bit concerned about that in the beginning. But after 3 months with this 250 megabyte package, it turned out that everything went just fine. I mean, like I said, I work at home, so 95 to 99% of my internet usage takes place at home. That's where I do the heavy lifting, downloading stuff, uploading stuff, watching YouTube videos, browsing, and so on. When I'm outside the house, there are only very few activities that I absolutely need the internet for. One is looking for directions, so using Google Maps. The other is using WhatsApp that I primarily use to communicate with my husband. Also, once in a while, looking up a website if I want to look up a restaurant or whatever. So that's the necessary part. And then there's the, I would call, good to have part, which is watching some YouTube videos, browsing social media, Instagram. But it's not something that at least I feel I really need to do. I can very well do without it. So just for Google Maps, WhatsApp, and so on, 250 megabytes per month has been totally sufficient for me. And just once in a while when I'm on a trip, so for example, last weekend I went to Elora, and on the road I needed to look up some places, and so I needed a bit more data. I could just simply add another 200 megabytes, and I happen to already have accumulated 5 points, I think that is, and I just redeemed that for that extra data. The positive is that as a result of that very limited data, I started scrolling less outside. I would say that I became more aware and I was more in the moment because I wasn't constantly browsing or looking at social media. I just let my phone rest and really only used it when I needed to. And when I really needed to download something, then I would download that thing at home, for example, an article or whatever, and then read it outside offline. So of course, there are those drawbacks. I can't use social media or watch YouTube as freely as I could before with 3 gigabytes or 4 gigabytes of data. But I would say that this change in habit and lifestyle was really worth for saving that $400 per year. And I must say, I'm really excited at the prospect of possibly paying $0 per month for my phone bill after accumulating all those points. So if you think that that's also something that could work out for you and you want to switch over to public mobile, which by the way, the process is super simple. I will explain how it works to you in a second. Then you can use my referral link down below. Just click on that. It will take you to public mobile and you can start the sign up process. So now let's move on to the switching process. I was hesitant to switch to another provider because I thought that it would be complicated. You know, calling up the call center and inputting your data again and everything, and then unsubscribing from your old provider and so on. That can be a lot of work and a headache. But it turned out that it was so simple. So the great thing here in Canada, I think in general, is that when you sign up to a new phone provider, usually they will automatically unsubscribe you from your old phone provider. So after you've successfully signed up with a new provider, your old phone provider will close the bill and send you your last bill. And no, I also did not need to change my number. I could retain my old number, which is awesome. So let me just quickly show you how it worked for me switching from Koodo to Public Mobile. So here on the screen, you can see that on the Public Mobile website or app, you simply go to transfer your number and then enter your phone number, your current phone number that you want to transfer. And then you'll be asked to input your old service provider. So in my case, that was Koodo. So I'm selecting Koodo here. Then you need to complete one of the following, either the phone's IMEI number or the previous provider's account number, which I didn't know. And that is why I straight up looked up my IMEI number on my iPhone, which is very simple to do. And they're also asking for an alternative contact phone number just in case, so they can contact me. And I just input my husband's number. By the way, it says that it may take up to 5 hours to transfer the number from your previous provider. But in my case, it actually only took, I think, an hour or two at the max. And go to OK. It's activating the subscription. And after that, we will need to install the eSIM. By the way, I selected the option of an eSIM, but you can also ask for a new SIM if you want that. So you have successfully created a new PIN. Okay, welcome to Public Mobile. Successfully signed up. Installing eSIM. Okay, Public Mobile would like to activate an eSIM on this iPhone. And then you see there's a message from Koodo already. We've received a request to transfer this number to Public Mobile. Okay, things are working. So after waiting for just a bit, it says an eSIM from Public Mobile is ready to be activated on this iPhone. It's activating. Okay, then on the Public Mobile app, it asks me to confirm my identity, input a PIN that is sent to my phone number, and we're done. Welcome to Public Mobile. We've started your number transfer. So things are happening pretty fast. And I'm back in the Public Mobile app, the home screen. And yes, it shows me that I'm subscribed now, and I have 250 megabytes of data here and 100 minutes Canada-wide talk. And here add-on usages, 200 megabytes, $5, 1 gigabyte, $15, and so on. So here you can see my first bill is $15 plus $195 HSD, and I'm so happy that this will be my phone bill going forward. No more paying $50, $60 or so. By the way, guys, there's one additional step when you're doing the number transfer. Your old provider here, Kudo, will send you a message and they will ask you to approve the number transfer request so that not just anyone can transfer your number, right? So you just say yes to that and then it processes the transfer. And then you actually also get a confirmation from Public Mobile. They will send you an SMS, a text message to say that they have successfully completed your number transfer request and you need to restart your phone first and then you are ready to use Public Mobile. So far, everything's pretty awesome, but of course, I must say there are some downsides. One, for example, is that Public Mobile is a self-serve system, meaning that there's no real customer service. When you have a question, the first thing that they'll ask you to do is to go to, I think it's called the community board, where people ask questions and help each other out. And by the way, if you contribute to that community board, community chat, I think you can also earn rewards. So Public Mobile is really a no-frills phone service, but I would say in most cases, everything runs smooth, at least so far. Now, who is Public Mobile suitable for, in case you're still considering? I'd say that it's suitable for those people who have small data needs, who do not need unlimited data because Public Mobile doesn't have it. And also for people who are frugal or who would like to save a bit more money, because you can get one of these really basic packages that only cost $15. And then there's also the reward system through which you have the possibility to get your bill to zero. So guys, that was it for today. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are and whether or not you have any questions. And again, if you're thinking of switching to or using Public Mobile, then you can use my referral link in the description below and get a one-time $10 credit. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys. Have an awesome day, stay warm, and I'll see you pretty soon in the next video. Bye.